What up, everybody? It's your boy MC Inspires Black Superman, Mr. Health and Wealth. And this week's message is, what is love? Now, you might be going, man, love can be a lot of things. Love is kind, love is patience, right? Love is everlasting, love is forgiving, right? You can go the biblical way, or you can be like, man, love is having someone that you care about where no matter what they do, no matter what they say, no matter where they are, you're always thinking about that person, and just the thought, just the touch, just the feeling of that person gives you joy, it gives you comfort, right? You're able to meet that person where they're at and say, you can trust me, I care about you, and that you have security with me. To me, that's another definition of love. But when you talk about love, I think about love as it doesn't have a color, it doesn't have a size, it doesn't have a shape, it's not a specific person, or not a specific gender, career title, nothing. That's not love. Love is what I like to define as agape love. It's unconditional. It's where you can look at somebody wherever they're at and say, man, I care about you. I care about your thoughts, your dreams, your goals. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because Pastor Ulmer of Faithful Central Bible Church in Inglewood, California, has been doing a series on LGBT+Community. And he's talking about, man, how no matter what your sexual orientation is, no matter who you love, who you care about, who you decide to marry and be with, as Christians, it is our goal, our duty, our job to love everyone. And I've been talking about this in a couple of my stories, in my IG stories and Facebook stories, Snapchat, how years ago, I didn't understand this concept. I was so caught in the Bible says, but the Bible says this is sin, right? And I had to grow up and I had to mature in the word and my spirit and understand that, man, I'm a sinner. I know I'm a sinner. I've been a sinner for a long time. I'm not perfect, right? And so my sin isn't a special category from any other sin. So whether the Bible says you can't do this, you can't do that, it doesn't matter. We're all sinners, right? And so instead of just focusing on the sin or the act of who they want to love, man, what if we just took that out and said, hey, we are all sinners under God. But God says something that's very important is no matter what size you are, no matter what shape you are, if you're tall, skinny, short, black, white, green, orange, Jamaican, Native American, it doesn't matter. We are to love each other. And through this series that Pastor Ulmer has been talking about, he's been breaking it down biblically and just in this community and society that if you're a part of this community or you know someone in this community, I know people in this community, I have male friends who I love and I tell them I love them who are gay. I have female friends who are lesbians who I talk to and I tell them, hey, I love you, right? We have a relationship. So it's influenced my life and I don't think of them any less. It's like I love them even much, much more because I can see through them how they can love me through my sins or through my downfalls, and they can love me when things are great, when life is good, when I'm joyful. They love my kids, they love my family. And I'm saying, look, I'm not focused on your sexual orientation. I'm not focused on who you decide to marry and who you want to marry, whether it's a sin or not a sin. Hey, look, that's between you and your God. What I'm focusing on is you're a human. And as a human and as a child of God, as a Christian, I love you. I love you for who you are. I love you for your heart. I love you for your mind. I just worked an event the other day where I was there and it was highlighting Pride Month and different photographs taken. I'm looking at these beautiful, gorgeous photos. And I'm looking at the humans in these photos. And if I wouldn't have known that it was in celebration of Pride Month or anything, I just would have been looking at them and been like, man, these are beautiful people. This is love. Some of them were transgender. Some of them were wearing different clothes. Like it was interesting that if I didn't know that this was what this was highlighting, I would just think these were regular photographs. And I'm just like, that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of love. It doesn't have a sexual orientation or a shape or a race or a color. It has none of that. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, tall, short. It doesn't matter. Love, godly love means I care about you for who you are. I care about you for where your heart is. I care about you for what your mind thinks, your visions and your goals. And I'm looking at these photos and I'm looking at these people and I'm thinking in my heart, man, I love you that much more because now I'm even more connected to Christ and what he wants us to do as far as loving our brothers and sisters. No matter what your sexual orientation is, no matter what your gender is, no matter what race you are, it doesn't matter. We are to love more. And so I say that, and yes, I'm shooting this during, Pride Month and all that, but I'm not saying, look, again, who you decide to love, who you decide to marry, who you decide to be with, hey, look, I love you regardless. I care about you regardless. And that's the type of love that I want to spread in myself and my children and my community. And so I'm hoping that somebody out there really digs deep and thinks to themselves, can I love my brother and sister if they sin? Can I love my brother and sister if they have a past? Can I love my brother and sister if they've done wrong in the past and they're doing something to be better? Can I love my brother or sister, whether they have a lot of money, they don't have a lot of money? Can I love my brother or sister whether they dress really nice or they dress just regular casual? Can I love my brother and sister no matter who they're with or who they care about? Ask yourself that. And if you're a Christian, you already know the rules of the game. We don't care what you look like. We don't care how you feel. We don't care about your past or your current situation. We're here to love you. So I don't know who that message is for, but it spoke to me these past couple of weeks. Listen to that sermon by Pastor Ulmer. Go on YouTube and listen to them. They're great sermons. You're going to learn a lot. He poured his heart into those sermons. Pastor JP also preached a sermon in that. And I'm telling you guys, man, love is amazing. Agape love is amazing. And that's how we should love each other. So if you find value in this, share. I'm really trying to grow my YouTube channel. So go to my YouTube channel, Mark Cooks Inspires. Check it out. Subscribe. Man, I send you guys 2-3 messages every month. I'm going to be doing more on faith, family, fitness, and finance. So check that out. Man, me and Black Spider-Man are about to bring you some more material. You're going to have interviews, all that. So check out our channel. And man, thank you for the support. You guys have a phenomenal week. Let's go.